Hello, my nomad friends. I can't talk, sojourners, and those that are like traveling here, there, and everywhere. I know it's summertime, and a lot of my students are on vacation right now, and everybody's everywhere. So I've been getting students and not getting students because I teach music, right? So there's just been a lot of craziness right now, like a lot of craziness right now. But good news. So I'm going to keep on teaching music. I do that part time. I do mostly, face to face lessons. So it's not like I, do a lot online. I can, but it's harder to do music online because you have to be able to hear absolutely everything. So sometimes, it's just difficult with the settings. But in addition to all of that, I got hired by a gym today to teach dance. The people have been asking for more classes and they wanted dance. So, exercise dance classes. So I have done Zumba in the past. Now, I am no longer a Zin member, a Zumba instructor member. So I just couldn't keep up with the dues. The dues were too high and I wasn't making enough. So we're not doing that format anymore. So I am not using the Zumba name or product when I'm teaching. So that's out. So it'll be my own combination of things that I do. So some dance steps are dance steps. I mean, if you're going to step and slide, you're going to step and slide regardless if it's, Zumba or ballroom or whatever. So some, is universal, but we're not doing Zumba, but I am going to come up with a dance routine and things for the seniors to do based off of the SAIL classes because I'm still certified for that, which is Seniors Active and Independent for Life. So I've been doing it for quite some time. And yeah, so I got that today. So I just was hired today. I'll be subbing in for a couple people and then possibly having my own class where I can mix up all the dances, because I'm trained in a lot of different styles of dance. Anyway, I'm also trained in ukulele. Isn't she pretty? I got her at a Aloha Festival. So this side has this on it, which I think is so cool. Now, you ready for the back side? Okay. Ta-da! So that's on the back side. It's kind of like a pinup girl, right? It does sound so cute. So anyway, I have this ukulele. Just standard tuning, standard everything. So, nothing unusual about it. But what is going to be unusual tonight is I can't get a lot of light in here and I can't see unless I turn on the van light. And then you know what that means. I'm going to be running back and forth. But which I might go ahead and do right now because I'm really struggling to see the words on here and the chords. I have a few songs picked out I was going to share with you tonight and just make it kind of a fun night because we have talked so much about van life and storage and how to start and well, part of it should be just chilling, just chilling, huh? Chilling and just getting, just chill out. And my day today was insane from 10 o'clock till now, which is a little after 11. Let me try to turn that major light on. And, it stays on, then it goes off because I'd have to run the vehicle in order for it to stay on. So it's going to stay on for a little while and go off. You've seen that in my other videos. So, and I'm not going to pull the ring light out. I do have the ring light. I think what I'm going to do is I also have collapsible music stands. So I have my aisle is bigger now because I stayed up to really late last night. Oh, trying to clean my van. And then I was trying to do the floor and I never got the whole floor done because I like to use the roller with the sticky on it. Like how you get the dog hair off and so I do that on the floor because it picks up a lot and that's one cheaper technique, but there's more labor to it because I have rugs on the floor, because of it being so cold all the time. Yeah, so I have not finished it all, but I've done part of it. I'll go over that part again, but not tonight. I'm just not. We're chilling tonight, and that's what we're going to do. So let me get the lights on so that we can at least see something. Well, so I can see something. And if you want to sing along, sing along. And because it's a video that I will post later, you can sing along at any time, you know. You're like, hey, I think I'll sing with her today, you know, or maybe I'll have the kids sing with her today. I'm going to do some easier songs and then some that, you know, or maybe a little bit more. I'm not going to do like 20, 30 of them. There's just no way, but I'm going to do a few anyway. Just for us to kind of chill out. And this is what I would normally do, you know, just kind of sitting around and chilling out. So let me go turn that light on. Now, if I don't knock everything down, because, you know, I'm going to put the ukulele down, which is on my bed. My bed's behind me. I was thinking of sitting on the bed, but that, you know, it would be so perfect if I had my music stand in front of me. I could sit on the bed, but I don't have my music stand in front of me. So I have this jerry-rigged in here right now. So one of those, right? Now if everything falls down, it means I hit the binder and all the music just went on the floor. I'm so sore I can hardly get up. And it's not from classes today. It's other work I had to do today. Hold on. We're going to turn that light on. Oh my goodness, and then there was light. That must be the way it was back in creation. There was like no light, and all of a sudden, boom, and then there was light. Anyway, so we're going to see. Oh gosh, I look a mess. Anyway, well, don't look at me. Just... I don't look too bad. I have some makeup on and some makeup not on. I got back to the place that I stay, and then I had to cut back bushes and trees and branches, and yeah, so that I could park here. So it was kind of, that was at 8 o'clock at night. So consequently, I'm tired. So anyway, my eye makeup may be smeared because I was trying to like use something on my eyes so that I could get some of that off, and also because I was outside. Anyway, so much for that. La 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 is your first note. Now this is a song your kids should know. I'm going to dedicate part of it to the nomads and travelers, sojourners. So I'm going to change some of the words. So just be aware. So we go, that was never like that before. Yeah, I know. All right, I'm just going to do basic island strum here. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All around the nomad world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the nomad world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around that nomad world, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. There we go. So a little bit of an introduction. Sounds like it's going out of tune again. Hold up. You know, it's been 89, 97. With this being in the van, it's really hard. And anybody... Okay, I gotta be quiet. I can't see it. No, it's G. No, it's okay. Maybe it's me. I usually don't play it in here. You know, you're not going to get much of an echo in here. But, so there was this little light of mine. And in any setting, you know, our light should shine, right? So I figured, hey, that'd be kind of fun. So let's see. What else we got here? Oh, my goodness gracious. I've got stuff all over the place. Typical musician, music everywhere. Anyway, let's see. Now, this one I usually do on guitar, so let me see if I can do it. I'm going to try it. Just, there we go. I got to think about some of my chords because it's been a while since I played this one. Usually I do it on guitar. I've done it on ukulele, and I did this a lot when Mr. Richard, my husband, was in the hospital, and he couldn't remember who his kids were. He couldn't remember. He could kind of remember who I was, but he just couldn't remember a lot of things. He kept having it was an anoxic brain injury, so little strokes that keep damaging the brain to the point where eventually you just pass, which he did. But every time we'd sing this song, he'd remember the words. Now let's see if I can remember how to play it. Because I'm looking at these chords going, okay, let's see what happens. No, that's not the first note. No. Don't you hate it when you can't get the first note? I come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God discloses, and he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, no other has ever known. He speaks, and the sound of his voice is so sweet. The birds hush their singing, and the melody that he gave to me within my heart is ringing. And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, no other has ever known, and the joy we share as we tarry there, no other has ever known. Yeah, for some reason I could take the ukulele to the hospital and just sit there, and he would just sing along. He remembered all the words, not even like skip one little thing. He just knew it. And they say, because music is so powerful, that, yeah, it just something you don't forget. Now, this is a big one. I like to usually play on guitar. See, this binder I use for ukulele, but I also use it for guitar sometimes. So when I'm looking at this, let's see. Yeah. Not 3, 4, 4, 4. What am I saying? Oh, good night. My little brain is not working exactly. Your only Son, no sin to hide, but you have sent him from your side to walk upon this guilty side, and to become the Lamb of of God, your gift of love, they crucified, they laughed and scorned him as he died. The humble king they named a fraud, and sacrificed the Lamb of God. Oh, Lamb of God, sweet Lamb of God, I love the holy Lamb of God, who washed me in his precious blood. My Jesus Christ, the Lamb of God. I was so lost, I should have died. Now see our lights went out. Oh my goodness. But you have brought me to your side, to be led by your staff and rod, and to recount the Lamb of God. Oh, Lamb of God, sweet Lamb of God, I love the holy Lamb of God, who washed me in his precious blood. My Jesus Christ, the Lamb of God. Oh, Lamb of God, sweet Lamb of God, I love the holy Lamb of God, who washed me in his precious blood. My Jesus Christ, the Lamb of God. My Jesus Christ, the Lamb of God. That's a song I always liked because, yeah, I shouldn't be here either. It's like I should be a long time ago, taking a dirt nap a long time ago. But apparently, God had other ideas. So here I am. So I'm not going to do too many more because I know it's getting late here. And all my lights went out. Who didn't pay the light bill? Oh, even my little... Well, I had Jimmy rigged a light over there and it didn't stay. My dog just went... We're all tired. Okay, let's find one more. Tell me something a little bit faster, and then we're going to get off here. How's that? I do need to turn the lights on, y'all. It's just like, I have all these little lights around, but they don't quite do the trick. I want to figure out a better lighting system. I have the strip lights, the ones like you stick up on and they're kind of going around the back. And that's fine for the bedroom. When I'm in the kitchen, I want to have it brighter. And this is my kitchen area. This was the first area I put, and I did put my little fairy lights up here. And then I put the ones that like you find in Dollar Tree, you just click them. Like with a little switch, they just are like a switch, like if you have a switch on the wall. They're kind of going kind of kaplooey, because I've had them a long time. So, like I said, my ring light, I'll have to plug it in next time so that we can see better, because I'm like, man, I can't see. All right, let me go turn the light on. It'll at least stay on long enough for me to do one more song, and then we can finish, and I can do something a little bit faster, but I gotta find it first. I also do Hawaiian songs, and I also do, regular songs. It's just that this was a binder that I had in the van because I was doing songs at services and stuff. So, but like I do somewhere. Look at this hair sticking out. Like I do, like Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Izzy, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I do Pearly Shells, I do Tiny Bubbles, I do Hawaii Aloha, all that stuff. So it's not just this, but for tonight, this is what I had. And maybe we should have some more nights that we just kind of like chill and sing, like grab something to drink and just sing along with me. I teach voice for a living, I teach ukulele, and I teach guitar, and I also teach piano. So, yeah, now I got to get up again. Once you sit down, sometimes you don't want to get up. That's me right now. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. Yes, that's my dresser behind me here. So I moved my place around because I used to have the ottoman that I have my potty sitting on top over on that side. Remember, here we go, the plane thing again. I used to have it over there, but it was getting too hard to get on off the bed with the setup that I had. And I'm like, well, you know what? Here we go. It wouldn't be me if I didn't yawn. So I switched things around. Plus, like somebody said, you want to keep your food kind of away from your body. I mean, you're in a van. I mean, like, how much room are you really going to have? Well, yeah. So, oh my gosh, I got to go back over these songs and... What, did this go with this? I gotta practice. Some of these songs I haven't seen in a long. I put them in alphabetical order. I love this one song. Maybe we'll do two. Just because it's kind of like my little theme song. That's kind of a fun one. Let me see. A lot of these are old hymns, because I would play in nursing homes, and I would play for different events where there were older people. There we go. He's kind of I don't know if you guys are going to know some of these. Because I'm probably dealing with like a lot of younger people on here, and they're probably going, what? Why is she singing? I never heard that before. That's weird. Gosh. Oh, wow. That's stuff I used to do with the kids. I'll find other stuff too that are it's just not all Christian songs. I'm not apologizing for doing this. It's just that, yeah, it's been a long time. So this binder, like I said, I would take it to the hospital, and I am going to skip that one song that I was going to do for you. That's like kind of my theme song, but, and I write everything out by hand because I've had people type before, and then they don't leave enough space for the chords, and then I'm trying to remember the chords. Now, see, I could play that one song in the dark because I know it well enough. But can you, we might, maybe the lights will go out again. Oh, boy, I hope not. Anyway. Oh, yeah, where's my note? There it is. What a fellowship, what a joy divine, leaning on the everlasting arms. What a blessedness, what a peace is mine, leaning on the everlasting secure from all alarms. Leaning, forgot that one chord. Leaning on the everlasting arms. Oh, how sweet to walk in this pilgrim way, leaning on the everlasting arms. Oh, how bright the path grows from day to day, leaning on the everlasting arms. Leaning, oh leaning, safe and secure from all alarms. Leaning on the everlasting arms. What have I to dread? What have I to fear? Leaning on the everlasting arms. I have blessed peace with my Lord so near. Leaning on the everlasting arms. Here we go, you guys. Leaning, safe and secure from all alarms. Leaning on the everlasting arms. There we go. So that's a little bit faster. I figured, we gotta have something. Do, a little bit faster. What in the world is in the back of this book? Oh, I'm gonna have fun tonight. I'm just gonna sit here and kind of like, when I get off here, and just kind of flip through here and say, oh my goodness, that's what's there. Oh my goodness, that's... It's been a long time, you guys. Like Victory in Jesus is in here. Amazing Grace is in here. Wow. I have a lot of old songs in here. And that's not necessarily bad. I mean, I just haven't seen them in a while. Oh my gosh. Do y'all remember When the Roll is Called Up Yonder? When the roll is called up yonder. When the roll is called up... Never mind. When the saints go marching in. I always teach that one because of the chords. Oh yeah, and then I have Waymaker in the back. Don't ask me to play that right now. I'm too tired to play it. Thank you for the cross, Lord. You guys remember that one? Have you been to Jesus for the cleansing power? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? There's a guy that is always on, is he on TikTok or is he on Facebook? I don't know. He always comes out and dances like to that song. And it's so cool because he really is sincere about what he's doing. How complicated is it? Oh, is it hard? So I'm going to go ahead and get off of here because you guys don't need to, see me do the process of trying to figure out stuff. Like I said, it's been a long time. I have an ukulele binder in the studio. And, oh wow. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. They played that at our wedding. Yeah. Because it was like a family time in the wedding. Wow. Well, anyway. I used to play it for communions and memorial services and all kinds of things. So, you play from, weddings, all kinds of things. I still do. Yeah, what happened to El Shaddai? I'm going to look that up. My God is awesome. Can move the mountains. Yeah, that's in here too. Well, you tell me if there's, if you want me to go Hawaiian next time. What do you think you'd like to hear? Um, don't ask me to do rock and roll because I'm not doing it. Not that I, like I'm like rock and roll, but it's just I don't do it. That's not my style. So you have to remember, as a minister over here, because that's my calling, I would go to minister, and it's not like you're going to play Stairway to Heaven, when you're ministering. So anyway, and then I've got my Christmas songs and such, but I'll try to put. You guys didn't pay a light bill, seriously. No, we said that the other day. I'm going to work on that one song just for me tonight, and I'm going to get off of here, so I'm not going to turn the lights back on. Hopefully that was a little bit fun for you. It was just different. I think that when we chill out, sometimes just by singing, sometimes it's by, just talking. Sometimes it's just by listening, to instrumental music, or, listening to whatever. But sometimes just sitting in nature, I find myself doing that. So sitting by the ocean, listening to the ocean, or walking by the ocean, listening to the ocean waves. But yeah, when you're in van life, you better be leaning on the arms, the everlasting arms, because like I always tell you, front and center, Jesus front and center. And I know there's different beliefs in the world. I get it. I know that. And I'm not trying to be mean to anybody at all. But I do know that what's happened to me, if you go back on my channel here, you're going to see when I tell a little bit of my life story. I just think I did a part 1 and a part 2, and I kind of went on my live that's on, and I just explained a little bit because people didn't understand why I kept to myself so much as a child, because most kids want to have a bunch of friends over, and it's not that I didn't want that. It was that I wasn't able to have it because of the way my life went. That's all. And my life was rough from the get-go, so there were a lot of privileges that I had, like music lessons, dance lessons. I think it was more to keep me busy and to make sure that, that was my parents' idea of me not getting in trouble. It's paid off over the years, and I truly, made money from it. I'm not a millionaire or anything, but I was able to pay the bills. I was able to get myself through college. I was, things like that. So, and I teach to this day. I teach music to this day, right? So I had those privileges, but I also had a lot of other things that were not nice. And a lot of things that were not nice, Yeah. But thank goodness for the music, and thank goodness for, the Lord. Because if it wouldn't have been for Him, like I said, I would not be here. There's so many things that have happened that I just would not be here. So I'm very grateful to Him. And like I said, I'm now teaching music and soon to teach at the gym. I know it'd be really cool. And some of the people at that gym were at the senior center that I used to teach at. So they're kind of spreading the word amongst each other. She's really a good teacher. She's like, we always have fun, We did a whole country western bunch of songs for sale for the seniors, and they love the songs. And for the other dance part of it, I want to throw in the hula, as well as the belly dance, as well as the dances from India, as well as, everything. So, salsa, bachata, all of that, as I'm trained in all that. So, yeah, I think we'll have fun, and I'm looking forward to that, and the Lord has blessed me with that. So I still work part-time in music, and I will be doing this part-time as well. So it's like, 2 part-time jobs. And, trying to pay my bills off sooner. And just getting on the road more than what I have. So anyway, that's the goal. So we'll see how it goes. But if you don't have Jesus front and center, I don't know what you're going to do. Like, really, when you're short on food or something, you've had a tragedy in your life, or you're just scared, or you're, concerned about maybe your bills or whatever. He's going to help you. But you have to keep him front and center, which means he's got to be in your heart, he's got to be in your mind, he's got to be in your life, or I don't know what to tell you. I mean, that's just as simple as it is. So that's just how it is, So I'm not going to go on and on and on. I just know it's worked for me, and it has worked really well for me. And I thank you for listening. I mean, just kind of hanging out. That's just all I wanted to do tonight, was just hang out with you guys. My nose is getting more and more stuffy because I was out in the forest here, cutting back trees and branches, and anyway, I did not want to do that after my full day of work, but I needed to be done. So it's done now. Oh, that's a good thing. And thank the Lord I'm able to do it, right? So, but guys, I'm going to get off of here. I promise I'm not going to go like no hour here, so let's get off. Go ahead and, sing along if you want. Do give me the because they look at that. The and if you put a comment in there, apparently it makes it a little bit stronger. So I would appreciate that. Even if you tell me like, hey, I would want you to try to do more Hawaiian songs next time, or can you do just general song, which I can, I do picking as well as strumming. It depends what the song is. It really does. So I'll pull some other ones though. So we're not always doing Christian ones, because I know not everybody just is, into that. So I get it. But for tonight, this is what's working for me, and I'm going to go ahead and look at a few more. And then I'm going to go to bed and be so grateful that the Lord has blessed me. And really, I just pray that the Lord, turns his face towards you, blesses you, shines his light upon you, and just gives you peace, grants you peace and blessings, and, your family as well. I really do. I really do. So, you know what I'm going to say. Aloha nui loa, and mahalo nui loa for listening. Look, love one another as the Lord has loved you. Get the Lord in your life if you don't have him already. Just saying, I mean, it's worked for me. I know how it's like turned my whole life around by having Jesus in my life. So, and, to the point where I'm a minister now. So, I mean, that's just how it is, right? So, God, from where I came from, you would not have thought I would ever do that. But, yeah, I was messed up there for quite some time. Anyway, I get off of here. Take care, please. If you see a need, fill it. If you can help somebody, please help them. And even if, like I say, if you're just in the store and you see kind of an aisle that some kids have messed up, my toys are all over the place, or like Dollar Tree's always like that. Or, maybe there's clothes on the floor because people just tried them on and threw them. I've seen it. Like, they just drop it like, hey, I'm not putting it on the hanger. Why? I don't know. But maybe just pick a couple things up. You don't have to clean the whole store. But stuff like that when you're out, like just simple things make a difference. And in your neighborhood, or if you're a nomad and you're traveling, and you're going to meet other nomads. And you guys know that. And I know it's a great community anyway. And there's a lot of people that help one another. So please do keep continuing to do that. I'm still kind of trying to find my tribe, y'all. So, and sometimes when you're chosen to do God's work, you're just by yourself more than you're not. So I get it. And that's okay with me, because he's with me. I'm a doggy's with me. And he gave me my doggy, so I'm happy about that. All right. So love one another as the Lord has loved you. If you see a need, fill it. And I'm going to get off of here before I can't talk anymore. I can sing, I just can't talk apparently. So I'm going to get ready for bed too in about another 1 or 2 songs. I'll see you definitely in the next video. It may be something just as chill as this, or maybe it'll be outside, you know. But right now it's cold and it's rainy, so I won't be outside for a little while. But anyway, definitely see you in the next video. Miss Lola is sleeping, so we're not going to worry about where she is right now. She's fine. She's sleeping on my bed, at on our bed. And I have to go to work tomorrow, so I work tomorrow until 3:30, and then I'll see what I do. But anyway, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Please all take care. Bye for now. Aloha and shalom.